Yo, you doing alright, short stuff?
Oh, Agate! Yay, you're back! Where have you been?
I do believe my work is being disrupted by a big loud oaf with a sword the size of an airship. I can always just stop visiting, you know. Still good to see you two again. Place is a bit of a mess, though. Let me guess, that little shake-up knocked everything over?
Yeah, sorry for the mess. Hiya, everyone. Sorry, I haven't been in touch.
Estelle, hello!
Estelle! Cheetah, It's really you! I thought you were gone forever! Wait, hang on, gone forever? I'd never do that. I hear Joshua ran away! And he left the country! I was never gonna see you again! Aw, Cheetah. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left without saying anything.
As I recall, Cassius sent you off to that racer school in Le Mans, didn't he? When did you get home?
I got back just a little while ago. I was working in Rouen after getting back. I only just arrived in Zeiss.
I see. Well, welcome back. Ah, wait. The two with you.
Hello, Professor. Tita. I'm sorry, I've been out of touch as well.
Pardon our intrusion, good sir.
Chloe, Olivier, everyone's here. This is wonderful. They're helping us with our investigation. A lot of stuff happened in Rouen.
Well, let's get comfortable and hear the story, eh? Come, I'll show you to the living room. So the true force behind the coup is on the move again. And they had another gospel with them. Troubling.
A holographic projector that can show an image all the way across a region? How is that even possible?
Well, the concept of a projected holograph is nothing new. I've been kicking around ideas for pulling it off myself even. But a device that can project a lifelike three-dimensional image great distances away from its origin point. I can scarcely even imagine the physics behind such a thing.
That weirdo we fought said something about an experiment with a new gospel. It did seem bigger than the one from before, but it didn't stop our orbits.
Oh yeah, speaking of, how's the gospel we captured in the coup? You figure anything out about it? About that, the more I investigate that little enigma, the stranger it gets.
Stranger?
Yes, let me start at the end actually. I'm convinced the orbital shutdown phenomenon is not a function of the device itself.
What? But that black orbit has stopped other orbits dead in their tracks. We've seen it, Professor.
You've seen orbits stop in its presence. That isn't quite the same, milady. No matter how I look at it though, the quartz in the device simply cannot actually do that. It can certainly warp orbital fields. Oh, how it can do that, but suppress them, no.
Warp orbital fields? Oh, orbital field refers to the electromagnetic field generated by an individual orbital device. With normal orbits, you can describe an orbital field by drawing its field lines, and those follow very specific rules. When Grandpa tested the gospel, though, its fields didn't obey those rules at all.
This is going a little above my pretty little head, I'm afraid.
Yeah, afraid not much is registering.
In layman's terms, it's a warped orbital field that doesn't obey the laws of such things as we understand them. Regardless of that though, ultimately, an orbital field amounts to nothing more than orbital energy in the area. Unless you were to apply very specific directions and purpose to them, you shouldn't get the orbital shutdown phenomenon effect regardless. To be honest, I've been utterly stuck on this, but with your report of this holographic business, I may have an idea. Thank you for letting me know.
Well, I'm not sure how that was useful, but you're welcome.
The Royal Army ought to have possession of the hologram thing the enemy was using. If you want to have a look, get in touch with them.
I may do just that. Speaking of which, what are you going to be up to now? Will you be working in Zeiss for a while?
Oh yeah, about that.
So Kilika thinks the earthquakes. Well, it is true that earthquakes are rare here in Liberal. And she's correct about the earthquake at Wolf Fort.
3 days ago. I think Miss Killiga is right. I don't remember Zeiss getting any tremors at all. This is kind of weird. Well, it's a natural phenomenon, so I kind of doubt the society is involved. It's still pretty weird. And we'd like to figure out what's going on.
Indeed. Earthquakes. I wonder if it would be useful.
Huh?
Gramps, if you haul out another weird invention, I swear...
I do have something in mind. But then how would we... Wait, transmit the data back here using... And then hook it in the cap, of course! Ah, yes, it'd work perfectly.
Professor Russell, could you keep the rest of us in the loop?
Don't worry. I need to check a few things regardless before we start. I'd recommend heading to the Wolf Fort and learn from them what happened. I'll see about preparing you a little something useful for when you get back.
Well, I definitely won't say no, but what little something are we talking about here?
That'd spoil the surprise. Just you wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to the central factory. Just have to browbeat Murdoch into going along. Tisa, would you mind helping your old grandpa?
Oh, sure. Estelle, Makate, I'm sorry. We finally met again after so long and... It's okay, don't worry. I'm just happy I got a chance to see you again. Estelle!
Hey, no tears now, kiddo. Besides, we'll be here in Zeiss for a while. We'll have plenty of chances to see each other later. Just you wait.
Yeah. I'm sorry we couldn't give you much of a welcome.
Don't worry, Tita. Fear not, we shall stop by again. Perhaps on that day, I too can be greeted with such moist, welcoming eyes.
And on that day, you'll have 2 black eyes. Anyway, see you later.
We'll contact the guild once we're ready.
Well, those 2 haven't changed at all.
Still inside all that time, fiddling with machines at her age. Kinda makes me worry, you know?
She doesn't do a lot of girl stuff, I guess. But hey, I didn't at that age either, and I turned out okay.
Her parents ought to be the ones worried about it, dang it. Guess they can't, being out of the country. Think I might have to talk to Gramps about it next time we see him.
Oh, why, Agate, that's quite a brotherly thing to say.
Huh?
Or perhaps a fatherly thing to say. Ah, what a fine daughter. You would make any man jealous, Mr. Krosner.
You looking to lose some teeth, Blondie?
Not at all. Indeed, I do envy your bond with that girl. To be honest, I understand what Olivier means. Tita's the kind of girl you wish was your little sister. I envy you, Estelle.
Chloe, cut it out. Well, don't worry, everyone will get to know her soon enough. Except for Olivier, maybe.
Estelle, an arrow! My heart!
Oh, frick. I can't keep up with this. Let's get the show on the road, huh?
You're right, we should. So let's make our way over to the Wolf Fort while we work on those other jobs.
Seems you have had a look at the bulletin board. Would you help us with the investigation too?
Yeah, that's the idea. So by the sign, do you mean the sign with the crest that hangs outside the branch?
Yes, that sign was stolen. There's no particular practical problem as is, but the emblem is the symbol of the guild's mission and duty. With that stolen, we can't just sit quietly.
I see. Yeah, kinda hard to ignore that.
Looks like someone's insulting us. So, how did it go down?
He was discovered yesterday around noon by Branch Bracer Wong. When he came back to report, he realized the sign was missing. We think that the crime happened during the day then. I was away at the time on other business, but a worker in front of the branch witnessed it. It seems the criminal was a person in disguise.
Disguise?
Estelle? Could it be?
No way.
It seems you have a suspicion? So how about this?
Beauteous princess and her companions, the soul of gathered heroes is in my hands. Should you desire its release, you must defeat my curse. The first key is in the city. Search the back of the 40-year-old man.
This card was sent shortly after the crime was discovered. From the content, I assume it's declaring responsibility for the crime.
It seems it is certain.
I knew it. It's him.
By him, I assume you mean Phantom Thief Boublon.
I heard about the events from Rouen from Jean. I suppose this case marks a challenge from Phantom Thief B.
Interesting. It is a challenge from none other than my rival, and of course I shall accept it.
I don't know, it seems one-sided, yeah?
Don't matter, he picked this fight, we gotta take it back. Anyway, let's start our investigation with what the card said.
Let's see, the card's words, in the city, and the back of the 40-year-old man. If we take it straight as is, I guess we gotta look for an older guy.
Certainly looking at it in a literal sense, it would mean that, but after the case at the school, I think it's clear that it won't be so straightforward.
Those messages were all metaphors, weren't they? I wonder if this one is too.
Well, who knows? No point in worrying about it. Let's start investigating the city.
Yes, I think that's the only real option. By then, I'll expect good results.
Leave it to us.
Well, let's be off. Holy crap!
Find something?
Yeah, you could say that. There's no doubt about it. It's his card.
So what's written on it?
1 second. Beauteous princess and her companions, that which you seek is yet far off. Your second key is the central factory. Search within the wisest one. And that's it for our next hint.
Next stop's the central factory then, huh?
Yeah, we know the place, but who do you think this wisest one is? It's not Professor Russell, right?
Well, whoever it is, we know where we'll find it. Let's go check it out.
Let's be off.
Yeah, let's go. Got a sec? We're from the guild.
Ah, you came. Huh?
What is it?
No, you aren't you the person who delivered that prototype from Rouen a while back?
Did I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You came to the weapon shop with a black-haired boy.
Black-haired boy. That's gotta be Joshua. Thinking about it, I guess that might have happened.
Well, if you're curious, have a look at your notebook. More importantly, right now we should talk work.
Right.
So then, did you come because you saw the board?
Of course. Looks like you're recruiting testers for an orbital gun.
Yeah, actually, but I was just having problems since I wasn't getting many respondents. I know it's kind of sudden, but can I give you the explanations of the job now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me explain. As you know, my request is a test of an orbital gun. I want you to check the reliability of this gun through live battle. I believe I understand the intent. To use a bit more specialized term, you want a combat demonstration. Yes. Incidentally, are you the shooter who will be doing the test? It is a singular pleasure to meet you. I am the roving poet and musician, an indomitable hunter of love, the one and only Olivier Lindheim. Hunter of...
Just ignore that. Sure, he might be a total weirdo, but his skill with a gun is legit.
Oh, what's that? Did I detect a slight imbalance of your emphasis on the former part of your speech rather than the latter?
Well, what does it matter? Everyone acknowledges your skill.
I see. Well, in that case, I guess I'll trust you. Consider yourself without fear, my good man. Will this really be okay? Anyway, for now, here's the gun. That's the gun I'd like you to test. As thanks for coming, I'll let you have that gratis. Well, that is a most generous gift. Still, this gun, it's a somewhat unique structure. And of course it has a unique structure. After all, the drive portion of this is a new model I developed. How about it? Think you can handle it? But of course. I'm sure that this gun will play a most beauteous harmony. Great to hear.
If you're done stroking that gun, Olivier, we'd like you to know more about the job. We still haven't heard exactly what we should be doing.
Ah, true enough. Well, please go on. It's more or less as you say. Basically, I want you to wield this gun in live combat, then come back with the results. I'd like you to test it over the Trap Plains Road. That way, even if trouble comes up, it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Understood. The Trap Plains Road.
As a minimum, I'd like you to fight 10 battles.
Yep, I think we got it. We'll be back soon.
Olivier, I'm trusting you. Worry not, I never disappoint.
A metal sign removed from the Zeiss branch of the Incompetent Bracer Guild by the genius and dashing phantom thief, Boublon. While its financial value is significant, the shock to guild members is likely considerable, and reading this now must fill you with shame. Yeah. The third key is in the city. Gaze up at the Three-Hatted Brothers. This entry will self-delete. You are recommended to commit this entry to a memo immediately. Why the heck is something like this written in the capital?
How such a thing was accomplished, I do not know, but the data appears to have been overwritten. Aha, even for my enemy, I must say bravo. Jeez, is there anything this nutcase doesn't have up his sleeve? Whatever, you wrote that down, right?
Yeah, of course. Our next stop is somewhere in the town. I believe we're searching for Three-Hatted Brothers. It must be a metaphor.
Alright, that's plenty to work off of. Let's move.
Here are 3 chimneys at different heights. Don't you think this could be the Three-Hatted Brothers? All 3 are at different heights. I see. Perhaps this is what he meant by brothers.
Seems like it's the only building with 3 chimneys at different heights. I'd say it's possible. Why don't we check it out?
All right, I found it. The door has already been opened. Let the soul of heroes descend into the quiet earth. Raise your voice high and chant to the goddess C26DE. I think this next step is the last one. Please let it be the last one. Still, chant to the goddess in the quiet earth of all things?
The quiet earth is probably exactly what it sounds like, somewhere underground. The problem is goddess in the incomprehensible part after that.
For now, let's go underground. There's only one place I can think of when you say underground in Zeiss.
Yeah, let's get going. I wish these damn earthquakes would stop. And on top of those, that creepy dude in black. Something bad is going on, mark my words.
A dude in black? Did you see someone suspicious?
Oh yeah, some weirdo came through here yesterday. He was standing right over there, just looking. We don't really get a whole lot of people coming through here, you see, so it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd say that qualifies as suspicious. You remember any details about this guy?
Couldn't forget the dude if I tried. Okay. First, dude was huge. I mean, he was wearing a dark suit and gloves, right? But even then, I could tell he was ripped. And he had those sunglasses too. So he's like a horse on the freaking escalator.
Sunglasses? What are those?
You don't know? They're special glasses that block the rays of the sun. You'll know them when you see them. The lenses are really dark.
Wouldn't that mean you can't see what's in front of you?
Nah, you can still see, just fine. They're handy, actually. Still though, I've never seen anyone around here use them.
Yeah. Those should make finding this guy a cinch.
Dark suit, dark glasses, and even his glasses are dark? This guy might as well wear a big "Suspect me of something" sign on his forehead. In dark lettering, I guess. We better go tell Kilika about this.
Yeah, good idea. We'll go check out the fort too and report it all at once.
So, I don't know what this is all about, but I hope I was able to help.
Yeah, you were a big help. Thanks for talking to us.
Oh hey, you guys. It's been a while. How you been?
Faye, it's been alright. How about you?
Things are crazy busy here as always, and thanks to you, I made up with Brom. So I'd say my life's pretty good at the moment. You here on a job too?
Basically. So there's something we'd like to ask you.
What's that?
Could you look at this?
So you think this message is about the basement factory?
If that's the case, then... Did you think of something?
Could this goddess be me?
We're not too worried about that part. It's the bit below, the number thingy.
Oh, right. The text string, C26DE. From the look of it, I'd say it's a product ID code.
A product code?
Yeah, all the things in the warehouse are organized by these codes. As long as you know the code, we should be able to call it up by using the conveyor.
So you could call out this number?
Sure, want to give it a try? Yeah, if you would.
Looks like it's coming.
The heck is that? Seems kind of familiar.
Thank goodness, finally found it.
Oh, isn't that the Bracer Guild?
Yep.
Thanks, appreciate the help. It was nothing really, but why the heck was the guild sign in our warehouse?
Where to even start? I'd sit down if I were you. It's a long story.
You did well to reclaim it. I had every confidence in you.
Glad we were able to live up to your expectations. But man, this time we really got jerked around by Phantom Thief B.
Yeah, feels like once again we got a good picture of how strong he is. Maybe that's his goal all wrong.
He's trying to intimidate us by showing off his power? Don't know if he thought it through that far, but still. One way or another, it's obvious he's no ordinary foe. Be sure to tread with caution.
Wise words from a wise woman.
Yeah.
The task is officially complete. With that, I'd like you to return to your main mission. Got it.
If you'll excuse me.